What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. So today we are going to fly the MJX Bugs 3H with the RadioMaster TX16S. And just like the Bugs Mini and the Jumper T16, I'll show you how to bind, set up the RadioMaster TX16S, and we'll go for a little demo flight. Alright, so here's my MJX Bugs 3H. Now I've done an FPV mod to my Bugs 3H. So I have an FPV camera where the LED light used to be, and I do have a VTX underneath of the canopy. Let me go ahead and show you what I've done here. So I have the AKK CA20 placed where the LED light used to be, and I have the AKK X2 Ultimate, which is a 1000 milliwatt VTX. I have it currently set to just 600 milliwatts. I just poked a hole on the canopy, and the MMCX connector just fits in there just perfectly. So the VTX is just hanging there, and it goes right behind of the FPV camera where there's a little bit of a pocket there. So to power up the unit, I've siphoned off some power via a JST connector to the battery pads, and that is powering up the VTX, and in turn the VTX powering up the CA20 FPV camera. So that is how I have my Bugs 3H set up with the FPV unit. So let's go ahead and bind to the TX16S. All right, so let's go ahead and power up the TX16S. Okay, here's the main page. Now, first thing you want to do after you power it up is to set up a new model. And to do that, hold down the jog wheel and hit model select, and then hold it down once more and hit create model and go through the process. I'm just going to back up, and that is the model that we have just set up, but I'm going to show you how to do it from the model that I already have set up to the Bugs 3H. So I'm going to go ahead and select this model. All right, so let's go into the models menu, and here what you're going to do is type in the name of the model that you want. I typed in Bugs 3H, and you want to scroll down, but instead of scrolling down, I'm going to scroll up to go to the bottom of this page. Now we have the internal RF here, and I've already have it selected to multi Bug Mini and Bugs 3H protocol. But when you set up a new model, it will be set to off for the internal RF as well as the external RF. So what you want to do is scroll over to multi and hit enter, scroll over to the model, hit enter, and find the Bug Mini protocol, and there you go. Hit that, scroll over to where it says standard, and hit it again, and it'll switch over to Bugs 3H. Now that's the protocol that you want, and you want to go over to the receiver number and change the number to a number that you are not associated with the other models in your model. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way up to 15, let's say, and I'm going to get it ready to bind. So put your transmitter on the side here and bring in your Bugs 3H, and I got the battery that came with it here. So I'm just going to power it up. Before you power it up, you can do this powered up and then do it, but I like to press the bind before I power it up. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that jog wheel so it will start binding. There you go. The transmitter is in the binding mode, and I'm going to power up the Bugs 3H. And as you can see, the Bugs 3H front LED light have gone solid. That indicates a successful bind. So that is all it is to it. And that is the procedure for the binding process. So once you have successfully bound the TX16S to the Bugs 3H, you're going to page forward to the inputs page. Now my transmitter is set to TAER, as you can see, but you need to change it to AETR. So channel 1, what you're going to do is long press the jog wheel, go into the edit, and leave the throttle just the way it is, but scroll on down to where it says source, hit enter, and scroll around to where you will find aileron. Or you can go ahead and move the sticks to the aileron position back and forth, and that will set the source to aileron. So after you have done that, hit enter. And now my aileron, whenever I try to turn left or roll to the left, it will roll to the right. When I roll to the right, it will roll to the left. So I needed to reverse the channel, and I have done so by changing the weight value to -100. So what you want to do is scroll down to where it says weight, hit enter, and this is how it normally comes, to the +100, and the graph will indicate it by going up. So you need to hit enter and reverse it to where it says -100, and your graph will look like this. So once you have done that, hit enter and then exit out of the first channel. Now the second channel is supposed to be aileron, but you need to change it to elevator. So you want to hit enter, go into the edit, scroll down to where it says source and hit enter, and then go ahead and move the sticks up and down on the pitch forward and back. It'll change it to elevator, or you can just go ahead and scroll around until you hit elevator, hit enter. Now this channel, I didn't need it to be reversed, so I left the weight normally at 100. So once you have done that, exit out. And also the elevator channel needs to be turned into throttle. So hit enter and go into the edit, go into where it says source and scroll around or move your throttle to where it says throttle. And once you've done that, hit enter. And I didn't have to reverse this channel either. So once you have done that, exit out. And on the rudder, you need to change the direction, reverse the channel. Rudder is okay. You don't need to change the source, but you need to change the weight. So once again, hit enter. Oops. Okay, hit enter. And you want to change it to -100. It was +100, so you want to change it to -100. Hit enter and then exit out. Now channel 5 is the arming switch, so you want to enter, long press, and go into it. And I have chosen to name it arm, and you want to go down and you want to select the switch to arm the motor. So I have selected this switch here to arm the motors. So the channel doesn't need to be reversed. So once you have chosen your switch, you can go ahead and exit out. Now channel 6, 7, 8, and 9, I'm not sure what they do, but I did assign each one of those channels to a switch. But channel 10 is the LED light switch. So I did go in here and gave it a switch. And the switch that I've assigned to change the or turn the LED lights on and off is this switch here. So once you have moved that switch and assigned it to this channel, go ahead and edit or exit out. And once you have finished up to channel 10, and that's the maximum channels that I have assigned switches to, you want to page forward to the mixer channel, go to channel 5, hit enter and enter edit, and just back out, and that'll confirm the arming channel, and so on and so forth all the way down to channel 10. And once you have finished that, you can reverse out, and that is all you need to do on the TX16S to fly the Bugs 3H. All right guys, so let's get ready to roll here. We got the Bugs 3H ready to go. I got a Velcro strap holding down the battery from the Bugs 2 SE. I got a little extended connector here, so I'm going to power that up. The original battery is pretty much dead, so I can't use that for any flying purposes. It'll last for about 2 minutes or so. I got a RunCam 2 HD, just double-sided sticky tape, but I'm not going to turn it on right now. We'll turn it on when I do the FPV flight. So let's get ready to go here. Turning on the RadioMaster TX16. Well, you could actually power up the Bugs before you do that, can't you? So just plugging the battery in. All right, And the RadioMaster TX16S is ready to go. So RSSI, can you believe that? So both sticks to the bottom and to the right will calibrate the gyro, so we are good to go. All right, arming and taking off, a little heavy. It's nice to fly the Bugs 3H once again. And now I haven't figured out all of the switches yet, but I did assign up to channel 10. And channel 10 would be the LED light channel, just like the Bugs 3 Mini. So here we go. We got the LED lights on at the moment, and I can just turn it off just like that. Save some battery power. Yeah, so I got channel 5 set to arming, and I just used that. Channel 10 set to the LED light, and I just showed you that. Channel 6, 7, 8, and 9, I have no idea what they do. I haven't tested out really. So we're going to test out channel 6, which is this one here. And let's see what it does. Now this quadcopter also has rate 1 and rate 2, or speed 1 and speed 2. It doesn't seem to change anything. And I'm pitching all the way forward, so it's not doing any flips. So let me go ahead and turn that off. Let me turn on channel 7. And just like the Bugs Mini, it does a flip. But it did hit the ground. There you go. Full throw of the pitch and roll stick will allow you to do flips, just like the Bugs 3 Mini we have tested. So all directional flips. So as you recall, if you have watched that video, we have to land the quadcopter and then restart it with channel 7 turned off. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn off channel 7, and then I'm going to restart the TX16S to get rid of that flip. I'm just assuming that it'll do the same thing here. So let's go ahead and... Okay. Yeah. No more flips. So that is it. So channel 8 or channel 7... Oh, wait a minute. Channel 8, sorry. Doesn't seem to do anything. RadioMaster is constantly telling me, the voice prompt is constantly telling me telemetry lost, telemetry recovered. The Bugs 3H does have two-way communication. So it does have some kind of telemetry. Look at that. Okay, so that was channel 8. So let's try channel 9 turned on. And this quadcopter also has altitude hold, but none of these seems to be turning the altitude hold on or off. So channel 9 doesn't seem to be doing anything. Quadcopter is flying just normally. Okay, so we know that now. Channel 7 lets you do flips, but I wouldn't recommend leaving channel 7 on, just like the Bugs 3 Mini, because it will continue to do flips even though you turn it off. You don't want to take a chance with this big quadcopter doing a flip low to the ground. You will crash it. I almost crashed it earlier just on the demo. So channel 10 is to turn the LED lights on and off, and channel 5 is the arming switch. And channel 6 didn't do anything, even though this has altitude hold. So there you go, no altitude hold, which is a good thing actually. You don't really need altitude hold once you got the hang of it. altitude hold was designed for beginners only. And you know, I have the AKK CA20 FPV camera installed in here, as well as the AKK X2 Ultimate, which is a 1000 milliwatt VTX. I got it set to measly 600 milliwatt. So we're gonna go for a little FPV flight and see how this thing behaves. There we go. Nice. Alright guys, so here we go with the FPV flight. Let's arm it and take off. Yeah, my TX16S is constantly alarming that the telemetry is off and telemetry was recovered. So other than that, everything is running perfectly fine. It's a pretty decent flyer. Just like the Bugs 3, this one just had the altitude hold and a new canopy. So if you haven't checked this one out, I don't know if you can still buy it.
Telemetry recovered.
Okay, telemetry lost, telemetry recovered. But I've still got connection here. No issues here. So there you go. You can fly the MJX Bugs 3H with the RadioMaster TX16S. And this thing is just an awesome little flyer.
Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered.
So as you can hear, telemetry is lost, telemetry is recovered. That's the story while you're flying this thing with the TX16S. Let me see if I can go to the 150 meter bush without the quadcopter crashing. We should have no issues. There's the 150 meter bush. Yeah, we got no issues with distance here. Oh, there's a little bit of a stutter here. Yeah. So maybe perhaps the signal is not as good as with the original remote control. There seems to be a little bit of a stutter here and there.
Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost. Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost.
Let me go behind the car.
Telemetry recovered. Telemetry lost.
There's a little bit of a stutter, as if I did lose connection, but I still have control over it.
Telemetry lost.
So it's kind of a weird feeling. But there you go. You can still fly the MJX Bugs 3H with the TX16S.
Critical. Telemetry recovered.
Yeah, I don't want to go too far.
Telemetry lost.
See, I still got throttle control. I got no issues there. But it does stutter here and there, like as if I lost connection for a split second. And when I'm close by, I don't have that problem. So there might be some kind of an issue here still yet. So I'm not going to recommend you guys fly the Bugs 3H. I'm not sure about the Bugs 3. I haven't tried it yet. I'm not going to really recommend you fly this thing with the TX16S because the signal seems to be going in and out, like split second off. And it's constantly giving me that audio alarm that telemetry is lost. There you go. There's that little stutter there. Huh. Yeah, so there's some kind of an issue going on. I'm not sure how to fix that. But there you have it, guys. The MJX Bugs 3H bound to the RadioMaster TX16S. So that'll do it for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you again next time. I want to bring it in. There we go.